So, very warm welcome to the Breakfast Show here on XLR Breakfast. It's an honour to have my next guest, who was a very gifted young lady who was a soprano, opera, female classical crossover vocalist. Welcome Emma Nuule to the show. Hello, Emma. How are you?
Hi, I'm fine. How are you?
I'm wonderful. Thanks for taking time out to speak to me this morning. So, from the top, when did you discover your love for opera and singing in general?
So basically, I started singing when I was 10 years old, and I didn't used to sing in an operatic style. I grew up dancing and acting and singing, and I did musical theatre. And then I got married very young. I got
Hmm.
married at 18, and I've got two. I'm still with my husband. I'm now 31.
Hmm.
I've got two children with him. Yeah, I basically got a job at a hospital in Norwich, and there was a competition, and I entered my take on Puccini's O mio babbino caro.
Hmm.
And I got asked to represent the UK and Europe with the company, and I won the competition. And then from there, it led on to having intense training in more the techniques in opera. So, the lower breathing and
Hmm.
everything, which opened up a lot of doors which I wouldn't be able to have training wise. So yeah, it's really good.
Great stuff. So you've always had a love for the arts, so to speak.
Yes.
Right,
Yeah.
great stuff. So what are your favourite classical pieces and composers?
So I tend to sing a lot of Puccini.
Hmm.
Um, it's the kind of music that I really love, and the passionate music, but it also, I find that my voice suits a lot of his music as well. I'm a spinto soprano,
Hmm.
which is to push. It's a bit of a heavier soprano, and I suit a lot of the dramatic roles. So Puccini is one for writing, these dramatic opera pieces. So yeah, it seems to be what I love and what tends to suit my voice as well. So
Good for you. And sopranos, they're quite a rarity these days. They're that's a talent in itself to be a soprano. You don't get many sopranos around the circuit. Not that
oh
I've
really?
seen.
Oh
Um,
right. Yeah, well, I mean, I come across sopranos, but I suppose even with
ah,
sopranos, you have different voice types
yeah.
of sopranos. So you get, you've got people that have a light, brighter soprano,
Mm.
and then you've got heavier sopranos. So yeah, a lot of people don't know what voice type they are as well until they have a good teacher kind of go over, look at their voice and kind of see what range they can sing in. And you can, I thought for years I thought I was a mezzo
Hmm.
soprano, which is a bit lower, but actually I discovered I'm actually a soprano. So it's surprising how uh, yeah, are capable of singing that high, and they don't know they
Yes,
can.
sure. So great stuff. That's that cleared up then. How hard is it to learn Italian and sing it? Is it something which you just learn as you go on through the years?
Yeah, so for me, I mean, I'm pretty much, I was never diagnosed, but I think I'm pretty much dyslexic. So I struggle with learning, well, any paperwork really.
Hmm.
So, for me, I learn more by ear. So I have to go away and learn and so I connect with the song. I have to go away and I have to learn what I'm saying. Um, when you put the language to the music, it's so much easier for me to learn than to look at a bit of paper and kind of work out,
Hmm. So
translate it from English. I would struggle with that. So yeah, mine is more by ear. So I listen to something, and if I connect with it, then I can pretty much, pick it up. But yeah, everyone learns differently, I suppose. So yeah, languages is not my strength, but as long as you know what you're saying and you can connect with the words emotionally, then I think, that's the main thing.
okay,
Um,
lovely. Are there other languages you can sing in or learn as well? Do you do a bit of Spanish maybe?
oh, I haven't sung in Spanish. I
Okay.
have tried singing in German. Latin, I sing a bit of Latin.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have. So I have tried different things, but I seem to sing a lot of Italian. It's probably easier, maybe, in the if you're doing a language in opera. It's the easier one to do. I don't know, but I just seem to be okay with the Italian. I mean, it takes years of study, and because I've kind of gone into it, like decided I wanted to go into it, then yes, to a certain kind of road I can take it, I suppose, unless I was to go to like a conservatoire and learn vast amount of theory and stuff. Performing side is my strength, and the emotion. So as long as I can learn as much as I can to connect with each song, I think that's all right.
So you're born to be on that stage, Emma. You're born to be a star.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it's the best feeling in the world when you're on stage and your audience is crying or responding you've had an impact on the audience. That is the best feeling, and it doesn't matter who your audience is. It can be any age or but if someone having a positive kind of response to what you're giving out, it's the best feeling.
Wonderful. So have you ever visited Italy? If not, what parts of the world have you enjoyed performing in?
What parts of the...
Yeah.
Sorry, I missed that bit.
Yeah, what parts of the... have you ever visited Italy? If not, what parts of the world have you enjoyed performing in, or the country?
Oh, okay. So money-wise, if I can afford, I always go to visit my family in Namibia. That's where my name is from.
Yeah.
My husband is Namibian, so if we ever have but I would, it would be a dream to be able to go visit Italy. That would be great. So obviously to find out a bit more on the culture of things and stuff. In England, I don't really travel as much as I would like. I mean, I'm hoping the more I do, the more opportunities I will get. It seems to be just beginning for me, really. In Norfolk, I tend to do a lot of work, things like the Royal Norfolk Show. I closed it with the national anthem. I did London. In Trafalgar Square was the Serco's Got Talent competition I won. So, and I'm training with someone from London at the moment. So I'm moving a little bit, but I'm hoping that I'll get to travel around a lot more. The more I get known, you never know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
But,
wonderful. So I wish you the very best of luck with that. So with the opera and the classical, you do a bit of crossover. Do you have you ever thought about doing like a dance trance record? Back in the day, there used to be a lot of records, dance music they used to play in clubs, and you used to hear like the big opera voice and people dancing to it.
Oh wow! I am so for trying different things like that. I like experimenting, keeping it fun. So hey, if someone approached me wanting to use my voice on a dance, track, that would be great.
Yeah,
I have heard South African. It was like dance music, house music, where they mix. They had a voice of "Time to Say Goodbye" with the African beat, and it went really well. And maybe with that in my life as well, the connection with Africa. Maybe we could, mix it up a bit there as well, because I do love the African drum beats as well. But who knows? It does go.
Wow, we have had African percussionists on this show before, so maybe I can hook you up in the right direction.
Wow, that would be really fun.
Wonderful. That's food for thought. So, do you think opera is becoming more mainstream? I know Charlotte Church. That was the last decade, about 10 years ago. Then you've had Catherine Jenkins and Il Devo. Do you think opera is becoming more mainstream, or do you think it's still trying to capture the audience?
I think it is. I think the whole term crossover is making it, for everybody, because, for example, someone like me who, I've gone into it after studying musical theatre and would not be able to be an opera singer as such, be in an opera probably, because of the amount of study and time that goes into it with having a young family, and deciding later on, but having a voice which can do concert work and what I've been doing, I think it's becoming a bit more for everybody, because I mean, if you see the Britain's Got Talent
Sure.
and things, everyone's having a go at it now. And but it is important to get a good teacher. I've learned that as well. So
cool.
Yeah.
Okay, Emma, now you have a new EP out, Songs to the Moon. What inspired the album title, and what was the experience like professionally recording the album?
So basically, I came up with the title Songs to the Moon because I found that the songs on the album were very dreamy, and it just came to me basically after the first track of the album is Rizalka's Song to the Moon. So I thought, the songs all seem to have that kind of dreamy fairy tale-ness to them. So I just decided to call it that. Working in a studio, I loved it. I wasn't expecting it to be so smooth and to kind of work so easily. Basically, my first experience of recording, the recording man found that I seemed to pick up doing it quite easily, and I didn't have to keep going over the tracks over and over again. So he said that was a good sign, and the levels were good and everything. So it was a lot easier than I thought, and I really enjoyed it. But I don't like to listen to my voice, which I've heard that is very common to feel like.
Yes, I suppose a lot of artists,
a lot
of artists do feel that way, don't they? Righty-ho, great stuff, wonderful to hear. You have some local gigs. I know this side of the Midlands, South Birmingham. Where can we come and watch you?
So I've basically after I did the competition there on Saturday, I've been asked to sing for a few different things. There's a command show that I'm going to be doing, and that's going to be in May. To be honest, I don't have the details right in front of me, but that is all on my page. So if you want to see what I'm doing, it's all on my page, my singing page on Facebook.
So now we're on your on your website. So I'm going to ask you, where can we follow you and get in touch with you for more information, like your Twitter and your Facebook?
So I have a Facebook singing page, which is Emma Nuule hyphen soprano singer. Nuule spelled Nuule.
Sure.
And you can like that page and see what I'm doing and share it. That I would really appreciate that. Also, if anyone's interested in the CD, I can always send one out to you. I also have a web page which is emmanuule.com. Or you can contact me on my email, which is emmanuule@gmail.com before.
Okay.
So there's lots of there's Twitter as well, which is also Emma Nuule.
Yeah.
So
different ways to get in contact. So Emma Nuule, put that into the search engine.
Emma, Nuule, and also on the internet it shows you all the things I've been doing and all the newspaper things and stuff. So.
Wonderful. Right. Now you recently participated in the Austin Club's Search for the Star 2018, where you actually won the final. Congratulations.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it.
Wow. How did you find the experience? And most of all, how do you find the Birmingham audience?
Do you know, I really love the Birmingham audience. I keep telling everybody I'm from Norwich, and I find that people are so open and friendly. It's 3 hours drive, but I'm not saying that Norwich people aren't friendly, but you just seem so open and friendly and welcoming. And I really enjoyed that side of it. Everyone was really kind of supportive of each other. And I saw the competition advertised, and I've been doing so much work in Norwich that I kind of wanted to branch out, get known other places. So when I saw it advertised, I thought, oh, I'll go for that. It was on a singer's page. So yeah, and when I entered, I just thought it'd be good to kind of get known other places. Yeah, I was shocked to win. There was some really good talent as well. So yeah, it was, and I didn't know I wasn't going to enter because I didn't know how my kind of operatic voice was going to go. But yeah.
So it was worth it in the end, travelling all the way to good old Birmingham.
I enjoyed it a lot. So.
Oh, that's wonderful to hear. And a bit of a cheeky question: have you decided what you're going to do with your prize money?
So basically, I'm wanting to set up a performing school in Namibia, and basically, I'm going to use the money to basically to make more money. So I'm going to put it into something. I'm going to find a way that I can put it into something to generate more money to then set up this school.
Yeah.
I've got the land. I just need to build this school. I came up with this idea, so it's going to be a stage school for orphanages where my husband's from. So this is the dream. So this was one of the reasons I entered.
Wow.
I want to fund it myself. I don't want to go for crowdfunding. I want to try and find ways that I can, make these stage schools for free, because they're so naturally talented. I want, and that is their joy. So yeah, that's the dream.
Wow, that's very. I wish you the best of luck. And there's so much talent out there which needs to be which needs to be discovered and help make a difference to someone's life. That's really incredible of you, Emma. Well done. Take my hat off to you.
Yeah.
Okay. A couple more to go. If it's okay with you, we're going to preview one of your tracks from your album here on XLR Radio. Which one would you like us to play this morning?
I think I would like you to play one of the more kind of musical theatre-y ones.
Right-o-ho.
But it's If I Loved You from Carousel.
Okay.
Because, even people that kind of don't always like the more heavier opera pieces, it's more crossover. People really enjoy that. A bigger audience would probably enjoy it. So yeah, I'd like you to play that one. And Carousel is a favourite of mine as well.
Oh,
so
wonderful. Carousel. So we are going to play this one for you. Thanks again, Emma. A real pleasure to have you on board the show this morning. And
thank you so much.
Yeah,
thank you.
All I can say, really, Emma, is greatest of wishes for your career, and I really mean that.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. And if anyone, wants to contact me for anything, please. I'm trying to do as much as I can, performing wise. So, yeah, think of me. Thank you.
Wonderful. And for the benefit of the people who have missed this interview this morning, they can catch up on the YouTube channel, and feel free to share and tell all your friends as well. So, yes, that was Emma Nuule, my special guest this morning, and thanks again, Emma. Righto, and if people want to contact you, Emma, what's the best way of contacting you, please?
So it's probably my email address, which is emmanuule@gmail.com, and Nuule spelled Nuule.
Great stuff. Thanks again, Emma, and all the best on your journey.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thanks for your time.